Hey everyone, welcome to Past Lives and the Divine. I'm Gina, the host of this podcast, and today we're talking about soul gifts. So when I say soul gifts, I mean the talents, perspectives, inclinations, preferences of your soul self, combined with your mentality, your personality, your physical abilities in this earth suit, in this life. I recently created a workshop, and you can find it at pastlivesandthedivine.com and then click on shop in the top navigation. And this workshop is completely centered around people understanding, embracing, and using their soul gifts. And even talking a little bit about how when we're in that space of using our soul gifts, it can make us feel like we're living our purpose, or it can help us to feel just more purposeful, more fulfilled in our life today. So in this podcast episode, I wanted to give people a place to begin with soul gifts if they've never discovered it before. So if they wanted to explore soul gifts but didn't want to invest the money or time in the workshop. So the workshop itself about soul gifts and purpose is really, it's a lecture of me talking about everything I know to be true about soul gifts at this point. I'm talking from the perspective of my own experience and the experience I have had with clients who have questions about their gifts, their purpose, and just all of the past life experiences that I've witnessed with clients where they are using their gifts, sharing their gifts, and how that leads to such a purposeful life. So the workshop contains audio and video modalities. There's a lecture or master class where I'm telling you everything I know about soul gifts. And then there's a hypnotic journey. We use hypnosis to journey to a past life. And it's a past life experience. The intention with that journey is that you are experiencing a past life that will help you to use, understand, embrace your gifts today. So that's in the workshop. In this podcast episode, I'm going to share a little more with you right now about what I believe soul gifts are. And I'll do it a little bit in this intro. And then we're going to get into somewhere around like 8 minutes of the master class that I'm sharing with you. So taking about 8 minutes of audio, just me describing what soul gifts are, just 8 minutes from that master class within the workshop. So if you listen to that and want to learn more, whether you do it right away or come back in the future, you can just always know if you want to explore more after listening to this podcast episode, definitely go check out that workshop at pastlivesandthedivine.com. So after I share that recording of just that splice of the masterclass in that workshop, in this podcast episode, we're going to end with a hypnotic track. And this is a directive hypnosis script, meaning all you do is kick back, relax, and listen to the words. And it's really just priming your subconscious mind to help you to see, understand, and embrace your soul gifts in this life today. So it's a great place to start, whether you're thinking about purchasing the workshop or you're not ready to do that yet, or maybe you're someone who's afraid to do a past life journey. This would be a really great option for you if you don't necessarily feel ready or want to invest the energy in doing a past life journey to explore your soul gifts. This is a really great space for you to just relax and encourage your subconscious mind to start to experience, acknowledge, and appreciate your soul gifts in your life today. So before I share a little bit of that workshop with you, I just want to say that no one really knows, right, what's happening before we get birthed onto this planet or what's happening after we die. So I just really want to hit home. I'm not saying that I have all the answers to soul gifts. So if you've had an experience with your own soul knowing, your own soul gifts, and your purpose that is different from mine, just simply know. Like, just take what works for you and just leave the rest, as I always say. That's really, really important. No one really knows what's going on in the unseen realms. We can experience it, we can intuit it, we can go on journeys through those unseen realms. But to claim that I know everything about soul gifts would just be, I don't know. I feel like the only way you could claim that is if you have not experienced the vastness of the unseen realms to know that as a human, I'm not so sure our human minds could even grasp like the vastness and the power and the experience of those unseen realms. So My experience and my knowledge of soul gifts really comes from my own experiences, trying to understand my own soul gifts, and then, of course, my clients. So many of my clients who come to the one-on-one sessions with me come in wanting to feel more purpose in their life or understand more of their purpose in this life. And what I've discovered from all of those journeys and experiences is that many people feel their purpose when they feel like they're using their soul gifts, and they kind of go together. And that was really the inspiration for creating this workshop and then creating this podcast episode. Unfortunately, the shitty thing about our gifts, our talents, the natural inclinations and magic that we hold as this soul in this earth suit, the shitty thing about those gifts is that oftentimes we're the last ones to see it. Because our gifts can be so subtle and ordinary, but when they're subtle and ordinary, it's something we can access and use every single day. So don't think if your gifts aren't wildly important and make you world renowned that they don't mean anything. It's just not true. The more subtle and ordinary they are, the easier to access and use them every day and share them with yourself, share them with other people. And really, that workshop and the hypnotic track and this podcast episode, the hypnotic track at the end of this episode as well, they're all designed to help you to accelerate your knowing of your soul's gifts and purpose. And just like everything I create, all ability levels are welcome, whether you've never done hypnosis before or you've done it many, many times. This hypnotic track is designed for people to either kind of spark that understanding and knowledge or accelerate their learning and use of those skills and gifts that they already know they have. So whether it's your first time or your 100th, millionth time doing a hypnotic journey, you're going to enjoy the track at the end of this episode. And then I just want to say again, if you're afraid of what you might see in a past life, like if that's resistance for you, like maybe I don't want to do that workshop because I'm a little afraid of taking a past life journey, I want you to go and check out episode 153. I cover that question in depth, and I want you to do that not so you can like get the courage and buy the workshop. That'd be great. But what's really, really important to me is that you are not afraid of what you're going to see in your own memories. You are already carrying those memories with you. You have already lived through those memories. And so if that's something that is a block for you in general, I want you to be able to get past that. So you can check out episode 153 for more about what you can do if you are afraid of what you'll see in a past life. Okay. Gather around the fire, let's get into it, sharing a little bit from the workshop on soul gifts. I've never met anyone who doesn't want to feel purposeful or feel like they have a life purpose. And from what I can gather from my spirit guides, my clients' spirit guides, and all the experiences we have in a hypnosis session, understanding our soul gifts, using our soul gifts, relying on those gifts, sharing it with others, feeling the joy of it all, the whole process, that adds to a big feeling of purpose in our lives. So first, what I want you to know is that I don't have all of the answers, and I would be wary of anyone who says they do have all of the answers. So as I continue to expand on soul gifts and life purpose, again, I just want you to know I'm speaking only from my vantage point, my experience, my life experience, my experience in hypnosis, and my experience guiding clients into these hypnotic realms to get information about their soul gifts and purpose. I say that because if you have an experience here today or in the future, or if you've had experiences in the past doing a similar journey or gaining information like this about yourself in a different way, if your experience doesn't line up exactly with what I say, just take what feels good and just leave the rest. Now that we have that out of the way, our gifts are often incredibly ordinary and really, really subtle. And because of that, we completely discount it. Our soul gifts could be as something as amazing as being a world-renowned psychic, or something as wonderful as just like lighting up every room that you go into, or making people laugh at a work meeting, or being a very creative person that helps everybody else be creative, and then you can get your job done even faster. Sometimes our gifts are so incredibly ordinary, we wouldn't even think of it as a gift. And what's so cool about using hypnosis, and I'll go more into it in just a few minutes, is that we can truly understand even the most ordinary, subtle gift and see the power and the gifts from that soul gift that we have. I believe that our soul gifts come from our soul, our soul's history, our soul's experience. We have spent lifetimes honing a craft. Every single life is different. Every single life should be cherished. Every single life that we live includes our soul's history, our preferences, our inclinations, things we like, things we don't like. And each life also includes doing that life in an earth suit, in a body that is completely unique to this life. And so when we think of our body and our mind combined with our soul, we can have so many gifts. It's not just one thing. And I believe that if we had endless amounts of time, we could sink into so many different areas or pockets of creativity or recreation or any sort of anything you would put in the hobby realm. I think that our soul's history, living life after life after life, we could sink into so many interests, so many curiosities that we don't even know we have on a conscious level because we're so focused on this life and all the things to do in this life. So speaking of things being unique to this life, one of the things we have to remember when we're thinking about exploring our soul gifts, using those gifts intentionally, seeing the value in them, is that our soul gifts are completely separate from how we make money or what our job is or what our career is or what our profession is. Yes, 100%, you can have a job where you are making money using your soul gifts. 100%, of course. But one does not mean the other one's going to work. One can, elevate the other, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're actually causing each other. Let me give you an example of this. So when I ran this similar workshop in my kinship membership group, one of the things that someone got in their past life journey to discover their soul's gifts was the ability to really be in the present moment. And this kinship member was able to move through this past life and really feel what that felt like. And as this kinship member's spouse in a past life passed away, they felt grief, but even more so, they felt this deep sense of peace because they were so good at being in the present moment with the people they loved. And so when that person transitioned off of this planet, it was sad, but it was just this pure grief and no second guessing. Did I do enough? Was I good enough? Or feeling any guilt or shame about that? It was just so pure. And so in this world that we live in, capitalism in the country, in the United States of America that we live in here, or at least where I live, I don't know where you live, we often think we need to make money off of something, or we need to be using it in our career or our daily work in order for it to be of value or worth anything. And if you take that idea of being incredibly gifted at being present with the people you love, that would translate into so many things that would make your work life more purposeful, more nourishing even, not only to you, but to the people you work with and the people you love and the people you're so good at being there for, if that was your gift, being present in the moment. And so even if we can't necessarily translate this to a way to make money or the way you show up in your job, we are in every part of our life. And so what's cool about our gifts is that they come with us everywhere, in every relationship, in every interaction if we want. It's not so narrow that it's just about your job or how you make money. And so because our soul's gifts is completely separate, though that idea of your soul and the gifts it brings to this world, that being completely separate from how you make money, it might mean, depending on the culture you grew up in and the way you think, you might have to replace kind of the value system. So not only seeing and honoring the gifts that make it easier for you to make money or leave your corporate job and do something on your own, but seeing and honoring the gifts that just make your daily life experience easier, more pleasant. Those things mean so much. And that's usually what we're all about. No matter what your goal is, most of us want to feel loved, appreciated, and abundant. And so if we can get that from just discovering and leaning on our soul gifts, why the heck not, right? Okay, now let's get into the hypnotic track. So just kick back, relax, put yourself in an environment where you can safely focus on the words and just listen. So that might mean you're relaxing at home alone, or maybe you're sitting on a park bench or taking a walk. Just put yourself in a relaxed space where you can safely focus only on the words in this hypnosis track. Okay, here we go, getting comfortable. Yeah, continuing to just move yourself in a comfortable position. And as you get settled, just know if you're in a position and you need to adjust or fidget, know that any movement is okay. And just focusing on my words, and you'll start to physically relax effortlessly and automatically more and more with each breath and each heartbeat. And so for right now, just bring your awareness fully to your breath. Just observe your breath, how it moves in and out with little to no effort. And just observe your breath and what it's doing here. No need to judge it or change it or wish it was a different way. Just observe the ease of this life-giving breath. And just drifting to the sound of my voice, just focusing intently on my words and on the journey as it unfolds in front of us. Focusing intently on my words and anything that comes to your mind. Images, impressions, sensations, feelings, knowings. They'll all float easily into your mind in response to my words. And just know that if you were to drift or fall too deeply asleep, you'll hear my voice saying the word now. And you'll effortlessly and automatically respond to that word now. It'll sound clear and pleasant, and it'll be your signal to wake up automatically just enough to focus once again intently on my words and on the journey as it unfolds in front of us. Now bring your awareness to the very center of your being. And imagine, sense, feel, or know that there's a spark of light at the very center of your being. And this spark of light is the ancient, eternal, all-knowing part of you. It's the part of you that lives life after life and life in between lives. It's the part of you that holds all the memories and all the plans. And now know that this spark of light is growing bigger and brighter. This spark of light is growing so big and so bright that it begins to emanate out all around you. And just have this bubble of your light surround you with its love and protection. And throughout this entire session, and any time in the future that you picture this bubble of light around you, you'll be able to relax and feel the deep sense of peace that comes from being surrounded by this loving, protective bubble of light. And now bring your awareness back to the center of your being, the very core of who you are. And imagine, sense, feel, or know that there is a grounding root system, and it moves from your core down into the earth. And imagine these roots are reaching and growing so far, so wide, and so deep. And these roots wrap around a rock at the core of the earth. And that grounding, nourishing, protective energy of Mother Earth is running to you through this root system, relaxing you and healing you, grounding you to our great Mother Earth. And now bring your awareness to the very top of your head. And imagine the crown of your head spinning open and allowing light to come in. Beautiful light from the universe, from the highest source. And as this light comes in through the crown of your head, it brings universal healing, wisdom, and a deep sense of relaxation. And imagine, sense, feel, or just simply know that as this light comes in, it touches your forehead and your eyebrows, and you feel all those tiny muscles release and relax. And you can feel this light moving down along your temples, your jawline. Even your tongue relaxes. And now, with your awareness holding on to this light, imagine, sense, feel as this light continues to fill every cell of your body and bring you into a deeper state of relaxation. And you feel this light move down into your neck, fill your shoulders. As you feel your shoulders soften and release. As you feel your shoulders sink and give way to gravity. And know that this light is moving all the way down through your chest, your abdomen, your back. And as this light settles in your hips, feel yourself relax and sink even deeper. And as this light continues to fill, now moving into your legs, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and this light pools in your feet. And like an exhale, you feel a wave of relaxation throughout your entire body. And this universal healing and wisdom, and this light that is so deeply relaxing, is running to you through this entire session, relaxing you and healing you. And you're now totally connected to that universal healing and wisdom, totally grounded to our great Mother Earth, and totally protected in this loving bubble of light. Only truth and love can enter this space as you go deeper and deeper relaxed. And now, I want you to focus again on your breath. No need to change it or judge it. Just feel your breath move in and out. And as you listen to the music and feel your breath, for the next few moments as you focus on your breath, just simply know that with each exhale, you're sinking even deeper, deeper into this relaxed state, deeper into your soul's knowing, deeper into your healing, and a sense of peace that gently arises within you. Effortlessly and automatically with each breath. Now that you're in this totally relaxed space, with your subconscious mind and your awareness more and more attentive and relaxed, the intention for this session is for you to understand and embrace your soul's gifts more and more every day, and to see the benefits blossom all around you because of it. And just relax here and allow these words to move into your subconscious mind and be planted there like seeds that you can watch grow and bloom, seeing their beauty more and more every day. Every day I learn more and more about myself, who I am, what fuels or inspires me, and what my soul gifts are. Every day I learn and know more and more about myself and my soul. And as a result, I feel more and more of my creativity, my light, and my purpose. As I get to know myself better, this includes seeing how I shine with my soul's gifts. The more I see this in my life, the more I fall in love with who I am, my past, my present, my future, the people around me, and this thing called life. Because of this openness and this curiosity I have, every day, more and more, I understand and embrace my soul's gifts. With this, I automatically see the benefits of myself on earth, and my gifts blossom all around me. It's so easy for me to see the way these gifts bloom with more joy, more love, and purpose in my life. When I see and honor my own gifts, talents, and strength, it becomes easier and easier for me to honor and appreciate the soul gifts of others in this life with me. Experiencing my own gifts and how they work with the world around me leaves me feeling a sense of inspiration and joyful hope for my future and for the future of this planet and everyone who calls Earth home. Every day I learn and know more and more about myself, more and more about who I am, what fuels me, what my gifts are. Every day I learn more and more about myself, and as a result I feel more and more of my creativity, my light, and my purpose here on earth. As I get to know myself better, this includes seeing how I shine with my soul's gifts. And as I get to know myself better, the more I fall in love with my soul, my past, my present, my future, the people around me, and life in general. Because of this, every day, more and more, I'm able to understand and embrace my soul's gifts. With this, I automatically see and experience the benefits of me on earth. It's easy for me to notice and be aware of how my gifts blossom all around me. I see the way these gifts bloom into more joy, more love, and more purpose in my life. When I see and honor my own gifts, talents, and strength, it becomes easier and easier for me to honor and appreciate the gifts and the souls of those in my life with me. Seeing my own gifts and how they work with the world around me leaves me feeling a sense of inspiration and joyful hope for my future, and hope and joy for the future of this planet and everyone who calls Earth home. With this greater, deeper knowledge of who I am, my soul's gifts, and the life I came here to create, I feel more and more purpose in my life. Purpose from the time I wake up, purpose that fuels me and helps me share my gifts and my light with others. A sense of purpose that helps me to decipher what is for me and what is not for me in this life filled with opportunities. This sense of purpose and knowledge and reliance on my soul's gifts, it all helps me to feel fulfilled, loved, and happy to be alive. When I pause and sense and feel into my soul's knowing, I feel a deep sense of love and appreciation for who I am, where I've been, and where I'm going in this life. Now, just feel this deep sense of love and appreciation. Feel this love and appreciation that flows to you, embraces you, and animates you in a way that makes you feel free, confident, and a deep sense of inner peace. Feel this in yourself. And now imagine turning this feeling up. Increase the sensation of this feeling within you, like you're turning the volume up, even if it's just 1%. Observe where this feeling lives in your body. Notice what this feeling feels like in your body. Simply be here now, appreciating the light of your soul's gifts, and the purpose of the life you came here to create. Feel the love and appreciation you deserve for everything you've been through. Now imagine this feeling within you is growing. This feeling becomes stronger, louder, bigger. Feel this love and appreciation growing within you. And this light, this feeling within you, it's growing. It's growing within you and around you. As this feeling, this light grows, bring this feeling of peace, purpose, and love to everyone your light touches, including you. Feel this in your body. Know this light, this feeling is growing and spreading its love and purpose to everyone. Everyone in your home, in your neighborhood. As this light and this feeling grows, it touches everyone and everything in your city, in your country, and this feeling emanating out from you all across the world, bringing a deep sense of peace and love to all those who call Earth home, including you. Every day now, you are more and more aware of this light that you are and the gifts you hold and your purpose here on Earth. With this mind, with this Earth suit, and with your life experiences behind and in front of you. Every day you are more and more aware of the light you are, the gifts you hold, and your purpose in this life. Because you're making this change on a subconscious level, this happens easily and automatically. Your soul's gifts, your talents, perspective, your strengths, along with your mentality, your personality, and the physical abilities you hold, these are becoming more and more clear to you every day. And with this deep soul knowing, it becomes easier and easier for you to know and speak your truth. You are making this change in your subconscious mind. And so it happens easily and automatically. Every day now, you are more and more aware of your soul's gifts, the power you hold, and the purpose of your life. Every day, you see it more and more, effortlessly and automatically. Every time you listen to this recording, you go deeper and deeper into this wonderfully relaxed state, and the suggestions become more firmly imprinted in your deepest self, and it becomes easier and easier for you to understand and embrace your soul's gifts. All of these suggestions were worded to be loving and easily planted in your mind and in your soul. And you can just simply watch it bloom uniquely in your own life. You are free to accept or reject any of these suggestions at any time. You hold the power. And now, before we come back toward the present moment, I'm asking your higher self, spirit guides, or anyone on your spirit team who may be near you, are there any insights, wisdom, action items, anything else that you can know about your soul gifts today that will help you to embrace them even more? Just observe what comes to mind in response to that question, and know you'll be easily able to remember it in the future. Good. Just observe what comes to mind and trust what comes in. Anything else for you to know when it comes to embracing your soul gifts today, where you are right now on your path. Now, moving away from this safe space of spiritual guidance, floating away from that safe space toward the present moment, closer and closer now. I'm going to count from 5 to 1, and when I say 1, you'll be balanced, awake, alert, and ready for the next part of your day or night. 5, remembering everything you experienced and everything you heard and felt and visualized. 4, bringing back any insight or wisdom with you. 3, more in touch with the room around you. 2, beginning to feel sensation in your fingers and toes. And 1, feeling balanced, comfortable, and easing into the next part of your day or night. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, if you want more, go to pastlivesandthedivine.com, click on Shop, and see if the Soul Gifts Workshop is for you. Whether you do that or not, thank you so much again for being here. Take anything that makes your load feel lighter and just leave the rest.